I can't tell someone is building something or smashing something. Okay. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another fragrance collection kind of brand review video. So I've done one on Toka and I got a little gift set from Mecca, and this time I have a gift set from Mecca for Ellis Brooklyn. I have a problem. Look, they just come out with really good gift sets and I want to try them all, so therefore I do. And this was one of the more affordable ones, obviously. Like, of course there were more expensive ones. There's a Maison Margiela one for like $1,500 and I'm not gonna spend that much. I think it's just like every little perfume in their collection, but like they also didn't have much meditation, which in my eyes is a crime. Like, you can't just give people a full collection of replica and not even include much meditation. That's robbery. That's actual armed robbery. I'm in a weird mood, sorry. Besides that, I have a whole review of this. So, Ellis Brooklyn, I am not claiming I know anything about. I haven't done my research. Should I have done my research? Maybe. But I'm not doing it because I'm going into this completely blind. However, I do have knowledge of salt because I received a little tester in the Mecca Beauty Lip boxes, which I really want more perfume testers from them because I just want to try all the perfumes they have. So yeah, I got a little one of salt. That's the only one I know of. And did I like it? Yeah, not really my thing. A bit too warm. What I do know from this brand is that I don't know if all fragrance brands are pretty good with, I don't know if all brands are supposed to be eco-conscious or if they strive to be, but I do see in little writing vegan, cruelty-free, and the same thing written in French. So look, cruelty-free and vegan in 2 languages, so I feel like they kind of are. Yeah, so this is a fully booked collection. I'll put up on the screen how much it cost me. I want to say $60. I'm gonna have to cut that open. I got nails the other day. What I don't like about them is that they're just awful to work with and do life with, because even if I want to peel this, right, it is tender to my fingernails to peel. You know, before we get into the review, let me know if you've ever used these, what your thoughts are, because I'm just not sure. I predict the sweet one is going to smell sweet. I predict the B one is going to smell like honey. Myth, just because it's black, makes me think it's more of a nighttime darker fragrance, and West could be floral, could be like a springtimey thing. Oh my god, what can I use? There we go. I'm not going to show that, but I'm going to use my card. Let's start with Myth. Okay, so it's actually silver rollable. Interesting. I don't think I've seen that before, but to be fair, I don't use rollables often. I'll do it on my hand. So the scent notes of this are jasmine, cassis, and white musk. I don't know what cassis is. This is quite a simple fragrance. I like it a lot though. It's not offensive at all. It's quite light, or maybe I'm just like, I don't really smell the musk, but musk is usually a base note, so maybe it just, I need to wait for it to sit on my skin. And I smell jasmine. I don't know what cassis smells like, but if you didn't tell me it was in there, or if this packaging didn't tell me it was in there, I wouldn't really blink twice and say, oh, there's another note, because it just kind of smells like jasmine. It is not strong at all. Like, I have to go straight up to my hand to smell it. I want to keep reapplying it because I really just can't smell it. Oh, if you're new here, I'm nose blind. I'm not legally nose blind, if there was such a thing as being legally nose blind, but I have a terrible nose. This is fine. I'm glad that it's something I don't like, but I don't particularly love it either. I've brought up Frangretica tabs on my thing and I'm going to read the notes. Top notes, ambrette, which is musk mallow, bergamot, cassis. So cassis looks like a mint leaf. It's probably not, it's not smelling like mint, but the actual picture looks like one. Middle notes, pink, lotus, jasmine, orchid. Base notes, musk, white cedar extract, and patchouli. I really don't get patchouli or like literally anything besides really light floral. Okay, this is going to be maybe hard to picture if you don't know what I'm talking about, but in my backyard as a kid, we had this might be Australian specific, I'm not sure. We had this hedge, and it was like, I want to say 3 meters tall, a 3-meter tall hedge, and on that hedge in the springtime exclusively, I think, they would blossom these white flowers and have a really distinct smell, and I cannot tell you what kind of flower it is. I think they also had like little orange pellets or like little seed looking things on them. I think they're on the same plant, but I'm not sure. This is kind of what that reminds me of, but from a very, very far distance. Maybe that's jasmine. The flowers look awfully similar. I'm gonna have to research this. Okay, that's myth. Next is salt. Now, I do have, memory of what salt smells like, but I haven't worn it since then. I actually haven't really worn it at all. I kind of just tested it. The notes are Tahitian tiari, ambergris brackets vegan. Is ambergris an animal? And sandalwood. Okay, that's not what I remember it to be. Tahitian sounds tropical and beachy, so yes to that, but I just get ylang-ylang frangipani. That's what I mean by like warm floral. This is like slightly better than I remember it. This isn't sweet, but I wouldn't say it's salty. Like, I'll have to compare it to sweet later, but it's not like this is a salty fragrance. It doesn't have a sweet or salty. Also, I'm wondering if these are unisex or more feminine. This one you can't smell, so literally anyone can. This one probably more feminine, but it's like no one's gonna blink an eye if a guy were to wear this. It's pretty gender neutral. I want to have a look at this. Okay, so for salt, at least it says for women and men. For myth it says women, but you can't smell it, so take that as you will. So for salt, the top notes are ylang-ylang violet leaves, middle notes tiara flower, which is a kind of white flower, and magnolia. Base notes ambergris, musk, and sandalwood. I have to look at what the fuck ambergris is right now, because what do you mean ambergris brackets vegan? Since when do you put animal? What? Ambergris group musk, amber, animalic smells. I'm like, animalic, okay. I'm assuming that's animals. Odor profile, a product of the intestines. Okay, I think I read that differently. A product of the intestines of sperm whales found floating on the ocean and blanched by sea and sun with a skin-like salty and warm effects, synthetically recreated today. What? Okay, I've read that as whale sperm, not sperm whales. Sperm whales are not. They're a type of whale, aren't they? I'm not going to Google any more of this today, or while I'm recording, because we'll be here forever. With a skin like salty. What the fuck does that mean? Well, at least it's not like whale sperm, but like that's more disgusting. But this is more just sad, if it's what I'm thinking it is. Like they die and then they smell. How odd. Sorry, why would someone, like, is it like, how would one discover this? Was someone just at sea and like saw a dead whale floating and was like, they smell good? Damn, what's she wearing? Chanel No. 5 or some shit? No, it's just the smell of intestines. Okay, I'm going to have nightmares about this. I'm going to think about it a lot. Fuck me. Okay, well this is nice. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Ylang-ylang. There's no frangipani, but I get the same vibe. Magnolia I do get. I don't even want to talk about that anymore. That's sad. Or gross. Or both, really. Okay, sweet. Don't tell me this is fucking made of butterfly feces. The scents, I can already smell this. Okay, the scent notes are pear, orris, and marshmallow. Guimauve. Wow. Orris. What is orris? I love it. And it's marshmallowy. And I know the scent of marshmallow. Yes, because of the food. Also because I have a Frank body scrub. This is really sweet. Shocking. Absolutely would not have guessed. Top notes: pear, ambrette, muskmellow, bergamot. Middle notes: orris. I'm gonna look at that. Violet, heliotrope. Base notes: marshmallow, white amber, and cashmere. Interesting, because I actually get marshmallow straight up. Not in, like, obviously this has dried down for what? 30 seconds and I get marshmallow. I love this. What are the scents of this? I love it. This is marshmallow heavy, but it's not pure marshmallow. Do I get pear? Hard to say. I think I do. Yeah, no, I do. It's a little bit of a tangy pear. This is really lovely. I get the slightest bit of citrus. I love it. Oh my god, I love it. This would be a lot though. I feel like I'd have to use this very sparingly. And because I can smell it and I'm nose blind. You know what I mean? Like, I have to be careful not to overspray this. Because I might think that this is like quite medium and people can like get a light whiff of it or a medium whiff of it, but there's a good chance that I'm smelling a lot stronger than I think. I wonder what it would do in heat, if it would turn gross and sticky, but I really love that. It's quite youthful. I would say any age up to 30 would really enjoy this scent. This is like spring, summertime, day or night. Oh, I love it. Wow. I have bee and west next. With bee, actually, I've been into my honey scents lately, so I guess I do have quite high expectations for this. I'm not burning it now, but I bought a honey scented candle from DW Homes, which I believe they're in like TK Maxx's everywhere, that kind of brand. And it's lovely. It's so good. What I also bought was the honey wildflower, and I also bought the moisturizing body wash in the mist. I actually wore this today, and my colleague was like up close next to me because I was showing her how to do something, and she's like, are you wearing Santal 33? I'm like, no, I'm wearing a body mist. And I like gave it to her to smell, and she suggested like maybe it just like mixes with me to make it smell like Santal 33, which she actually doesn't like it, and she told me. So like, look, if I smell like a very expensive perfume, even if people don't think it's the best. Okay, this is B. I'm assuming this smells like honey. I'm smelling like something in the air. Not sure what it is yet. It's probably a mix of all of these, except for myth. Can't smell it for shit. Oh, now I can. Now it's a bit more peppery. B, honey, vegan. I can understand that. Wait, honey vegan? That means it's synthetic honey. How do you make honey synthetically? Okay, whatever. We're not going to worry about that right now. So, honey bracket vegan, dark rum, cocoa absolute. Yes. Okay. And then it has it in French, which it's quite funny because the English version is so long, and then in the French it's so little, which when it's usually the opposite. Miel, rum, cacao. That was not a French accent. Okay. Oh, rum. I get rum so strongly when I just whiff that. Wow. So honey, dark rum, cocoa absolute. I'm gonna like this. And I do. Okay, wow. Strictly nighttime. Wow. Oh, that's good. And that reminds me a lot, the same kind of vibe. It's not the same notes. Antoine's Cafe is coffee, but this is rum cacao. Oh my god. Do I get honey? I do get honey. I mean, look, all these opinions are obviously my own, and it's very clear that I like my gourmand sweet fragrances. Okay, marshmallow, honey, rum, cocoa. Like, literal nothing in here is not food. This one, was it ambergris? No, some kind of flower. Yeah. Nosegasm, that's beautiful. I would not like to wear that in any hot weather though, because if I'm sweating, I don't want to wear this with it. Like, I'd have to try it out, but I'd be scared to try it out. Like, I'd rather just stick with a safe fragrance, that I know is not going to turn really disgustingly sweet on me. This isn't very sweet though. This one, the only sweetness comes from the honey, but like there's just a nice like fruitiness of the rum. This is not what I was expecting. I was expecting nice, and I was kind of just expecting this, and I like it. I like it. It's not my favorite thing. I probably did give in to the hype, and the packaging is stunning, but it's not. This is what I expected. I expected the same thing from both. So this one is saying unisex, men and women. Top notes: rum, divana. Middle notes: honey, bran, cinnamon. Base notes: vanilla, cacao, and sandalwood. I would get vanilla, I think. I would get vanilla. No, I don't get cinnamon, but I guess I kind of like group the spiciness, the slight spiciness of the rum and the spiciness of the cinnamon. I do get cinnamon. I do get it, but for me that kind of blends in with the rum. This is awesome. I fucking love it. Wow. This perfume reminds me of the first one is Vanilla Fatale by Tom Ford. Then it's Gentle Fluidity Gold, Maison Francis Coq de Jean. I think the honey is definitely a top note. It says it's a middle note. I really get it as a top. Well, actually, I can't say I don't get it as a middle and base note because I haven't worn it. But for me, like, the honeyness is not going to stick around. It's just going to be, like, nice and rummy. Oh, like, in the colder weather, this would be fucking amazing. I always, like, want to be super precise because I don't like watching super long videos myself, but just taking me by surprise. Finally is West. I think of Kanye West. I think of the West Coast of America. This is probably not a good idea because that's a really prone eczema spot for me. Okay. Grapefruit orange. I want to smell it somewhere better. I'm going to do it on my knee. Sorry, I just got a bit nauseous there. Just felt something good. I did just have Indian. Citrus. Very citrusy. But it's nice and sweet. It's not a tangy citrus. It's a very... Why am I caressing my knee while I do this? Fuck right off. Hold on. I'm a bit confused. I'm gonna look at the notes. This is good. I'm just like, what is this? Top notes: blood orange, clementine, basil, lemon. Middle notes: pear blossom, ginger, water lily. I think it was ginger or something that I'm smelling. Like, it is a bit of spicy. Base notes: oak, moss, amber, vetiver. And on here it says blood orange, basil, oak, moss. I do get a green quality. Yeah, there's something a bit like foodie, but not like I want to bite into it foodie, but like ginger, basil, herb spices fruity, but it doesn't smell like food at all, but you know what I mean? I don't know. This is good. I kind of want to cut it short. Like, I don't have much to say. I think 3.33 is rough, but at the same time, I'm not in love with it. So, But there's a lot of dislikes. People really don't like it. I like it. I don't think it smells cheap at all. It's not a favourite because the ones on this end, the sweet and the bee, blew me out of the park. So, that's all 5 fragrances done. My final ranking, first will have to be, for the sake of me wearing it and me wanting to buy a full size, it'd have to be sweet. Mostly because I don't have any kind of social nightlife. I don't really have a social life period, but like especially nighttime. It's not like I'm going to work in the night usually. So for like, if we're being smart here, sweet would be my first favourite. And my second favourite would be bee. If you like, this is like my daytime favourite, my nighttime favourite. These are stunning. Wow. I'm going to get so much use out of this week. And this one, for some reason I want to do like a date night with myself. She's checking on that, babes. I would probably do West next. I actually get what they mean by dryer sheets. It is very fresh. So I think I'll put West next. And you know, Lord knows I need some clean smelling things when I'm procrastinating doing my own washing. And although like this is more interesting, Salt, I definitely find myself reaching more for West. I think I would definitely be reaching that. Salt is good. It's not my kind of scent, but I can imagine people really liking this. If you like any kind of like nice salty, coconutty, even though I don't think this has coconut, it gives that same like tropical coconut, warm flower, ylang-ylang. What other notes were there? Violet leaves. Magnolia is pretty strong in this. Apparently fucking ambergris. I think that's also a reason why this is ranked low, because I'm not about to deal with spiel. I was meant to say sperm whale or whale sperm, not spiel, but I guess spiel too. Yeah, look, whether it's the sperm whale intestine or it's actually a whale sperm. It's just not happening. And the last is Myth, because I can't smell her for shit. This is, I can't smell it. I can smell it, but it's like, why would you even bother? I would say like this is even, like I want to say this is good for layering, but I can't smell it. Therefore, there's no point in putting it on, unless for some reason when you put it on and then spray something over the top, it changes the one on top, the fragrance you spray on top, to be really nice. That's the only thing I can think of with this. Okay, so let me check which ones, how they're rated amongst themselves. I'll go from first to last. In first place is Sweet. But the comments are pretty funny. Yuck, smells like edible baby powder or a toddler set loose in a candy store. It smells like Swedish fish. It smells like Sour Patch Kids. I don't agree. Next is Bee. I'm very glad. So Sweet was a 3.98, which I think should be higher. And Bee was 3.85. This smells exactly like a coffee travel mug that hasn't been cleaned yet. I actually get that. I actually know where they're coming from, but I love it. And it is like a little tobacco-y, and you get the vanilla. But it's, I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah, I really like it. I really like it. Third place is Myth, which is fucked. Salt is fourth with 3.75. This could be a nice pairing with Salt Water Breeze for sure. And dead last is West with 3.33, which I think is harsh. It is dry as shit like, but it's nice. Who in their right mind is saying that Myth is better than West? Myth. It's a fucking myth that they're... I'm so mad. Okay. Thanks for watching, my friends. Would recommend this. You will you might find something you like here. I feel like it's diverse enough that you will kind of get a vibe of what you're looking for. This is definitely more your sweet kind of scents and a little more foodie, especially with bee and with sweet. The other Toka one that I reviewed before was very much floral perfumey, very like fresh, very a little old-fashioned for me. This is more up my alley. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this helped. Hopefully this, you know, informed your decision somehow whether to buy it or not. I believe these are, you know, pretty available throughout Christmas, and I'd recommend like just even getting the tester size, because you might find your new favorite signature perfume. So I'll be back next time with some other reviews or other videos. See ya!